What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today we have more Funko Pops that are going down in value. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday today. So we have more Funko Pops that are currently on a downtrend or have fallen a little bit in value. Now you guys did seem to really enjoy the video I did about 3 weeks ago on this same topic. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, kind of helping you guys get some steal deals or find some pops that you were maybe looking for a little bit cheaper, make sure to hit the like button down below and let me know in the comments if you're enjoying these. Now before we continue, we do have our question of the day, and that is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that has the number 101? And I have Trafalgar Law here, if he would focus. There he goes, from One Piece. Now for those who don't know, here are a couple reasons as to why a Funko Pop would fall in value. One big factor being restocks. If Funko basically, for example, made 1,000 Green Goblin Pops, and then they restock it with 10,000 more, obviously if it was selling for $100 over here, with that 10,000 stock coming, selling for like 15 again, it's usually going to bring down that $100 price. Another factor can be if they make new variations of that specific character. Now this is not always the case. Usually like original Pops will maintain some value, but in some cases, it has brought down the original one, like the Attack on Titan set, for example. A lot of the original Aaron's and Mikasa's heavily tanked in value after all these new variations came out. And a bonus reason for fun is a Game of Thrones situation here, which obviously the last season of Game of Thrones disappointed a majority of the fans, to say the least. And that led to the Pops values destruction. Nobody wanted them anymore. They sold off their collections. A lot of people were mad. And basically, the value just tanked on that set. So, depending on what happens in the movie or specific TV show can determine the overall value at the end as well. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and now jump into things. So, one of our first selections is Marvel here. And we do have the Blacklight Ghost Rider Pop. At one point, he was actually pushing almost $200. And this was around the time when he first dropped. People were going crazy for this pop because it is a fantastic mold, and this was also when Blacklight was still fresh. But as you can see from its original peak at $200, it has slowly been going down, and it is now at that $75 range, but barely even there. You can see on the right there some recent sales around $50 to kind of like $70. Now something to notate with this one as to why the value might have went down is, one, I think hype kind of like finally got out of this one and it's settled at a normal price. But at the same time, this one also does have a lot of fake variations on eBay and other places, basically also driving down the price because those sales are getting mixed in. Because if the people over at Pop Price Guide, for example, do not catch the fact that that was a fake pop in the listing, whoever is kind of looking at that or updating Ghost Rider, for example, and let's say someone buys it from China for 30 bucks and then flips it on eBay for 60 bucks, well, if it was originally at $100 and people keep doing that, it's slowly going to tumble down that price. But again, I don't think the fake pop situation is the only thing driving this one down. I just also think the hype for this one isn't exactly there right now. Next up for Wednesday fans, we do have the Funko Shop exclusive Wednesday here. So this one was pushing almost $80 at one point. People were going nuts for this exclusive, nuts for the Wednesday merchandise. And then here we are a year later, and this one did actually recently restock on the Funko Shop. So it's not even that $36 price tag it's showing. This one's selling for basically around retail, if anything. And not to mention that this one is still in stock on the Funko Shop right now. I think they made about 10,000 more from the original run, so there is clearly plenty to go around, and this one has definitely fallen in price. So if you managed to wait and you do need her, make sure to head over to the Funko Shop and grab it for retail instead of $80. Next up for video game fans, this one kind of saddens me because this is one of my favorite pops in my collection from Borderlands, and that is Tiny Tina here. So as you can see, she's currently showcasing $43 in value, but for the longest time, this one has always been a $75 to $100 pop. However, However, if you happen to be a Borderlands fan like myself, you can now get this one for about half a price. As you can see on the right there, it's been selling for more around like $35 to $40 now. And to my knowledge, I've never really seen this one have any fake versions. I just think currently this one's just kind of like dipping down at the moment. Now next up, we do have a couple anime selections here. So first up, One Piece, and we do have Tony Chopper, the Flocked exclusive. So check this one out. It is currently showing $75 of value on Pop Price Guide. However, recent sales for the special edition sticker at the very least have definitely shown some $50 and kind of $40 sales. And then you do have the newer variation, which is another restock that did actually arrive with the Flocked sticker only. No special edition sticker, no Funimation sticker, so this making it a third variation basically. Well, I guess there's also no sticker variation, so I think this is the fourth variation actually. So if I'm not mistaken, eventually Pop Price Guide will add another subsection for this Flock sticker only variation that came in recently, and that is the one that's selling for around anywhere from $20 to $30. I would say the special edition one isn't exactly at $75. It's more so around the kind of like $50, $60 range, so it's definitely dip down a little bit. But the point of me showing you this one is that you can find Flock Chopper even cheaper than that special edition one if you don't care about the sticker. Now another One Piece selection we have is Doflamingo here. So check this out, currently showcasing $75 in value. But on the right there, you will see a lot of recent sales at $20, $25, $18 sale. We did have one $70 sale, but that is a lot of 6 for those wondering on the side there. Now, something important to notate here is that technically this will most likely have a subsection like Chopper as well, because the original Doflamingo date, like the first release, is going to go for a lot more than these newer variations. However, I did want to let you know, if you happen to maybe need Doflamingo for your collection and that $75 price tag is scaring you, don't worry. Restocks have been slowly arriving, and that means you can get this one for 15 to like 30 bucks versus 70. Next up for Demon Slayer fans, we do have Muichiro here with the official sticker. So check this out. With that 5-year anniversary sticker, currently at $155 of estimated value. As you can see, at its highest, this one was pushing $300, possibly even more at that point. And it is currently half of what that original peak was. Now you can also see on the graph that just earlier this year, this one was still around the $200, $220 range, and it has definitely fallen under that $200 range. And on the right there are some eBay sales back in September around the 25th, 22nd, and 12th, all around that $150 range. So if you did need the official sticker for this one, you can definitely get them much cheaper. However, it is not going to stay that way forever once Demon Slayer starts back up again. Now next up we do have the Masto Choco Chase, the Funimation exclusive. So originally she was at the kind of like $180, $200 range for a while. She is now more so around the $150 range. You can even find some listings slightly cheaper than that, around $140, $135 from what I've seen. So I would say she is definitely around this $150 range. Again, she used to be around the $200 range. So about $50 off here you can find her, which is not too bad at all. Now there is no specific reason as to why she's going down in value. I just think My Hero's popularity levels with the pops isn't at an all-time high right now. And speaking of My Hero Grails, we do have Tenya here, which is showing $100 on Pop Price Guide. However, that one has not been updated in a while, I believe since January if I'm not mistaken. As you can see on the right there, this one has had a lot of $40 sales, $50 sales. However, this one does also have a lot of fakes coming in from China. So that is probably one of the biggest factors as to why this one went down in value. But hey, that means you can still get this one for half the price it's currently showing. So if you need the original Tenya that is in fact vaulted, you can get this one for around $50, $60 in my opinion. Now, of course, you are going to have to shop around for that lower price, of course, because a lot of sellers you'll run into will sell the real item at a more premium price because it's a lot harder to find versus your average fake on eBay, for example. Well, guys, those are all the selections that we have for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If that was at all helpful to you guys, make sure to hit that like button down below. And as always, if you guys want to participate in the videos, drop a comment down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going down in value, and maybe I'll pick it for the next video. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the wonderful Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys rock for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure to be following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.